Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Algebra 1 section. And in this section we'll be tackling a thing known as the binomial theorem. Now, before we actually start going into what the binomial theorem is, motivating it, and doing some things involving expansions, I just wanted to bring attention to a couple of little bits of mathematics that I ought to introduce beforehand because it might not be common knowledge to everyone by this point. So the two things that I wanted to talk about are firstly the factorial function, or the factorial operation more so. So to find the factorial of a number, say n, we write that as n with an exclamation mark next to it. Now, it's not like shouting n or anything, or n being really excited. This is just the way we write this sort of factorial notation. Now, note that n factorial, what it means is you take the integer n, so I will preface this, only works, at least for leaving cert mathematics is concerned, only works for positive integers, and it also does work for 0. So what n factorial does is it takes that integer n and multiplies it by each progressively smaller integer. So just as a couple of examples, 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2 times 1, and 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. So that's 1, 2, 6, and I guess for just another example, 4 factorial is 4 by 3 by 2 by 1, or otherwise 24. Now, an important thing to note with regards to factorials is something you might have been able to spot. So note that in the case of 4 factorial, this is the same as 4 multiplied by, well, 3 by 2 by 1. That is just 3 factorial from our previous definition. So note that we can also write n factorial as n multiplied by the quantity n minus 1 factorial. Similarly, we can write n minus 1 factorial as n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial. And we can work with this the whole way down. So we can split this into several different factorials. So this is particularly useful for some questions which require us to simplify expressions which involve factorials. Not necessarily common, but something that has come up in the past.